Greetings, everybody. This is Harmony speaking. It's 8:12 p.m. Central Standard Time it's Friday, October the 13th, 2017. Did you know the number 13 is actually a lucky number? But that's for another time. Tonight, we are going to be talking about unconditional love, which leads to forgiveness. So, what is unconditional love? Kind of a bizarre concept. If you've ever had if you have a boy or girl or child, then you know what unconditional love is because your child can completely screw up and you still love your child. After all, your child is a part of you. It's an extension of you, and you're raising that child, and you know it's going to mess up because, well, that's what we do. We're human beings, after all. And we mess up. We make mistakes. We make errors. We who hasn't touched a hot stove and burned themselves? I mean, come on, you have to do it at least once. Oh, so maybe you have a dog or cat, and your dog poops on the floor, and because you didn't go home on time or something, but you still love your dog. And when they poop and pee in your house, you still love them. So maybe you have that kind of unconditional love or unconditional love for your mother or father. I don't know, maybe you do, but hopefully, sometime in your life, you've experienced this thing known as unconditional love. Um, Kind of reminds me, and then so basically, unconditional love is kind of like the beginning and the end to everything in a way, because it completely annihilates other negative forces. For example, let's say you don't forgive somebody, and you're carrying around that baggage because you, for some reason, choose not to forgive them. And as long as you're choosing not to forgive them, you have what we call baggage, and you're carrying around this baggage with you everywhere you go. And this baggage has energy to it. It has an energy signature, and therefore you're carrying around some energy that maybe you may not want to carry around. It's possible. You might want to ask yourself the question: Does this baggage that I'm carrying around serve me? Is it serving my purpose? Is it benefiting me? Well, the answer might be yes. Believe it or not, maybe that's why you're carrying it around. And the reason you're carrying it around is because you haven't examined the purpose yet, and you haven't learned that life lesson. You haven't resolved that issue. So simply go back and examine it and look at it and say, oh, so that's why you're here, baggage. You were here to teach me this lesson or that lesson. Thank you very much for teaching that lesson. I've learned the lesson. Now I can release that energy, and you no longer are baggage. Now you are beneficial, and you're more of a positive energy, and you're free to go, and you can go about your life. Jesus, I remember they asked Jesus, how many times shall we forgive? Jesus said 70 times 70. This is a Jewish expression for infinity. In other words, forever. Just always be forgiving. And this is why it's a difficult concept, this unconditional love and this forgiveness. I mean, I would actually say it's spiritual mastery. Ooh. No, it really is. It's a spiritual mastery. It's a high truth, a high lesson to learn in this life, and then to apply it, and to learn it and be it and own it. And, whew, it's very difficult, because we're human. Things get in the way, and the egos, and this thing, that people want to punish. I've been wronged. I want to punish that person. Yeah, if you haven't done that, I would say you're not human. I'm sure we've all had these thoughts. There's certain thoughts that are just natural we have as humans as we go about our day in our lives, and we simply need to come to an understanding and realize that this is normal. That there's nothing wrong with us. That you know, shit happens, as they say. The key to remember is life, and that's all it is. It's just life, which is an acronym for let it flow easily. Yes, let it flow easily. How do you let it flow easily? You shit happens. You examine it. You say to yourself, what's the lesson I'm supposed to learn? And you learn the lesson. You let go, and you go poof, goodbye, gone. I'm total peace. I just let all that baggage go and just let it all go. If maybe some of the baggage you don't need to look at. Maybe it's just so freaking old you can kick it to the curb. Just go, God. And if you can picture this baggage like having little cords attached to you, cut all the cords. Just go snip, 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 snip. Choo, 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 choo. Just cut all those cords and goodbye, baggage. I don't need you anymore because I can live in the presence, in the present moment, and in this moment, I have total forgiveness for everything that's happened to me. And in that forgiveness creates unconditional love. Or unconditional love creates forgiveness. It's this spiral of beautiful energy when we can forgive and experience unconditional love. And when we do this, we tend to let go of the cares of the world, and you can see things from outside the box and realize there's no box, or go down and look back and say, aha, now I see. I don't want to say life is a play, but sometimes you have to look at it as a play. In other words, not that life is literally a play. It's just you have to look outside of your life like an observer, like you're in the audience. Sometimes you have to be in the audience and watch your life without all the intense emotion, and just, be a neutral party sometimes and examine what's happened. And then you go, aha, now I see from over here, looking back in, this is a new perspective that I have now on that situation. Now I understand what happened. Now I understand why it happened. Now I understand the positive that can come out and the lessons I should learn, and then I can forgive that situation, and then I can even begin to love that situation, and then you can have this abundance of love just completely manifest in your life. And when this happens, we let go of the world, and eventually you come to a place where this reality just simply disappears. Kind of like how you're on a radio station, and then one day the radio station just bleeds over to the next station. When you completely come into the new presence of the new earth, the new reality, the higher dimensions, you can, it's true, just vibrate out of here, like changing a radio station. And then you just appear in the new reality. And then there you are. You always are where you are. And right now, you are here. So, oh yeah, I forgot I'm live. Anyway, uh, Hanarashidra Rashidro. As many times as you can, as the sun sets and the sun rises, come to that peaceful place. Doesn't matter what your religions or your belief are. Simply come to that quiet place, quiet the mind, and just let all the cares of the world go. And just let them go and go and go. And feel nothing but peace and bliss. And become one with true source God creator. And pull in that energy and let it flow all through you, throughout the bottom of your feet, into the dirt beneath you. Just let it emanate and flow all through you. Just emanate and begin to shine like a pillar of light, and then a huge ball. It just expands and expands all over the place, everywhere. Spread pure, true source God creator. Nothing but peace and love and harmony. God bless, peace, and be well. Till next time.